Spencer Lewis here for FastEddieRacewear.com. We're talking with the driver of the number 54 machine out of Peterborough and Kawartha Speedway. Big name out here in the Kawartha Lakes region. It's none other than Danny Benedict. And Danny, I know you got a big schedule plan for 2014. You got this brand new car, this brand new Mustang that we got in the background here. Tell me a little bit about what you got coming down the pike here in 2014.
Yeah, you know, we're building a new car. It's right here, this new Mustang here, going to rear-wheel drive, and we're going to be racing full-time at Peterborough Speedway, and we're going to be back at Kawartha Speedway. Now that it's reopened again, we're going to do a little bit around the province too. Go to Sunset as much as we can. We always love going there. And we're also going to go to hopefully Flamborough a couple times as well this year.
You've only ever raced Hondas, so now jumping into a Ford Mustang, I mean, this is I got to think this is going to be quite the adjustment for you.
Yeah, you know, the rear-wheel drive will definitely be different, and going from a dual cam to a single cam will be different, and it's just going to be totally different. It's going to go from one extreme to the other, and I'm excited to try.
Now, you started originally in the karting ranks, did you not? You sort of transitioned into mini stocks. How different was that when you first started out doing the short track route?
It was kind of similar, actually. I found a little bit like Derek Lynch was the first one who kind of put me in a race car. He let me drive one of his mini stocks, and I kind of jumped behind the wheel of that, and within probably 50 laps I was turning about 22 seconds around Kawartha, and he told me that at the time, he said that's really good, and I was about 12 years old, just coming out of karts, and it was a bit of an adjustment, and you know, once I got the hang of it though, it wasn't a huge difference.
Now, you started as a youngster in this division, in this region, at a time where there wasn't a lot of young kids in the mini stock division. Contrary to what you see in the Sunset Berry area or out of Flamborough, we didn't have a lot of young kids down at Kawartha out in the mini stock. So how important was it for you to sort of get out there and show some of the critics and naysayers that it could be done at a young age?
It was pretty important, but I always tried not to focus on my age, you know, because in the end, I'm just another driver. I'm just out there. I want to win. I want to do my thing. I want to run up near the front. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm focused on, you know. A lot of guys like to say, well, you know, you started when you were 13. How could you do it? And it was like, well, by the time I was 13, what I accomplished in racing was already, I had a go-kart championship under my belt. I had all that stuff. I did what I wanted to do in go-karting. I never really dominated, so to say, around the province, but by the time I was 13, I had done everything I wanted to do in go-karting, so I kind of moved up to cars, and it was a big turnaround.
I mean, when you follow your progression through this division, from when you started, you know, race around, starting at the back and racing your way up to mid-pack to where you are now as a contender anywhere in the province, it's staggering what you've accomplished in a short amount of time. I mean, what's next on the bucket list? What do you want to accomplish in 2014?
I definitely want to get way more feature wins. I'd love to win at Sunset. That's one of the only tracks I haven't won at. That is the only track I haven't won at that I've raced at. So I'd love to win there, especially because they have some of the best drivers there. And I'd also like to win more here, and maybe finish top 3 in points. I'm really big about consistency. I always try to keep consistent every week, try to stay in the top 5, you know, and that's real important to me. So that's, you know, the goals for this year, and try to get as many wins as I can as well.
What's been your biggest victory so far in your career?
Probably the first one at Kawartha Speedway was really big because of the year we had, where we ended up losing 5 motors in that car that year alone, and it was just week after week, and then we went out the last week, and the new motor that we had in it, and it was working perfect, and then I went out and I won the semi-feature, and I said to my dad, I said, well, this is pretty good, and then we get out of the feature, and about halfway through I was running second to Brad Martin at the time, and I ended up closing in on him, and I was able to get by him because I believe he had a mechanical issue with the tire, and so that was just a huge win.
Now, when you look at the mini stock division across Ontario, I know you try to keep tabs as much as you can. What track right now, what speedway has the best roster in Ontario in the mini stock division?
Well, that's so tough. I can't name just one. If I was to say the 2 best tracks, I would say Sunset and Peterborough are very, very close. You know, you got at Peterborough, you got the Farm Bros, you got Brant Graham coming up. I raced there myself. And then you look at Sunset, and you got young guys like Brandon McFerrin, Billy Schwarzenberg, Warren Paxton's there, Doug Butler ran there for the longest time, and it's just the 2 tracks I think are so close in speed and talent that they're too close to compare.
Now, I know it's not possible without a whole load of sponsorship. You got some good people behind you. Go ahead and thank the folks who make it possible.
Just say a quick thanks to Don's Auto Shop, Camp Sport Truck Accessories, Irwin Tax, Wallace Auto Supply, Botto Automotive. Hopefully some new guys this year. We got BMW Enterprises on the car. And yeah, we're just looking forward to a great year.
Let's get you some love in the social media world. Where can we find you on the social networks?
Look me up on Twitter at Danny Benedict 54. Just got it a couple weeks ago. Give me a follow.
All right, there you go, folks. We got the Mustang here. It's not quite ready for the track yet, but it's coming, right? It'll be ready for Peterborough Speedway opening night.
Absolutely.
Catch
We'll
on
be there.
Peterborough and Kawartha all season long, folks. There's none other than the 54 car, Danny Benedict. Danny, thanks for the time, my friend.